Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video, we will talk about the meaning of life path number 7. Before we begin, if you would like a free reading to determine your true soul path, click the link in the description below. And as always, click the like, subscribe, and bell icons if you want to see more of these types of videos. Now without further ado, on to today's topic. The 7 life path is taking you on an extraordinary journey in which your quest for knowledge is the main factor behind everything you do and everything that happens to you. You are the reality seeker who will accept nothing but the truth. And until you recognize and accept that the attainment of wisdom is your very purpose for being here, you may be left confused and frustrated by the actions and attitudes of other people. People on the 7 life path are seeking perfection, but, in this imperfect world, you can only aspire to what is perfect for you, and, even when you have found your perfection, you will soon discover its flaws and become dissatisfied again. You do look for flaws. If you cannot recognize this trait in yourself, study your own actions and needs for a while, or ask someone who knows you well. You will soon see that you are an exacting soul whose standards are often too high for others, and even you, to maintain. You may want to remove yourself from the fray of everyday life, but others see this as aloofness or secrecy, and find you difficult to get to know or even approach. There is a strangeness about you which others may find unnerving, but this is a natural part of who you are. When you try to gain acceptance by acting normal, you can alienate others because you come across as shocking, vulgar, judgmental, or just plain awkward. Then your pride suffers, and you are very proud. The lessons of dignity are important to you and will help you to overcome the feelings of loneliness which often overwhelm you. When you become comfortable with your differentness, others realize that it is actually your uniqueness, that thing that enables you to stand out from the crowd and be remembered. 7 brings mystique to your personality. You do intrigue people, and you like to be intrigued, too. Puzzles excite you, mainly because you, yourself, are a puzzle, a fascinating and sometimes confusing enigma. Unraveling the puzzle of you is all part of your journey. You tend to live in your mind, constantly going within to find answers to a steady stream of diverse questions, always looking for the truth which could bring about the changes you visualize. You have profound beliefs and feelings, you question authority, and make impressive and moving arguments for social and personal change. You can astound others with your unusual perspectives and insights. You are also prone to stress and worry when matters go beyond your understanding. You may suffer from headaches, which are the result of the sheer pressure that comes from thinking so hard, or from having to endure environments, people, or situations which go against your grain. Your quest for answers often produces more questions. But isn't that the basis of higher intelligence? Answering questions with questions until the truth is uncovered. Just as the physical 5 path places stress on the body, the intellectual 7 life path can stress the mind beyond its comfort zone. Your headaches will continue until you allow your 7 mind to expand, and become so open that its boundaries no longer press down on you and hurt you. Developing a truly open mind is essential to your well-being and is a large part of your life's purpose. That is not as easy as it sounds. Part of the problem is that you may believe you already possess an open mind when, in fact, you have fixed beliefs about many things. On the 7 life path, intellectual openness is achieved when you accept differences and imperfections, when you learn to accept the emotional realities of life, and when you express yourself spontaneously. It comes by accepting that you are a very sensitive and emotional person who came here to gain knowledge, which implies that you were not born with that knowledge and that you came here to learn. You experience pain and embarrassment if you are scrutinized or criticized publicly. There is so much that others do, quite openly, that you must do behind closed doors. You prefer the company of those who you regard as educated, tasteful, or in some way distinguished. Your love of high quality is probably one of your better-known characteristics. Those on the 7 life path possess a certain flashiness and panache which could never be mistaken for gaudiness. You tend to place yourself in conservative environments, but you answer to no clique, philosophy or law, unless it is your own. Even when you are at your least dignified, you instinctively know that you are a wise soul who must dance to the beat of your own tune. You are a deep thinker, a clever planner and orchestrator, a keen investigator, a creative analyst, an accurate intuitive, and an impressive problem solver. To expand these gifts to their full potential, you must learn to be at peace with both your thoughts and feelings. Indeed, you must learn to tell the difference between thought and feeling. Your excessive worrying is caused by loving your mind but hating your feelings. Balance is achieved when your thoughts and feelings agree with and accept each other. At that point, inner harmony is reached, solutions are found, and headaches and other physical pain disappear. Paranoia is a common condition on the 7 life path, but the big brother you think is watching you is often your own unacknowledged fear of how you are being perceived. On the other hand, in this age in which the whole concept of Big Brother has become a reality, there is much truth to the saying that a paranoid is someone who knows a little about what's going on. Let the natural emotion of fear do what it is supposed to do, keep you safe. Truth is knowledge, and knowledge is power, in that order. Information is only knowledge when it is accurate, and accurately understood. Poverty is one of the things you are most afraid of, as well as the fear of scandal and indignity. But your ability to forge master plans, with no detail left to chance, can provide the inner security you need. But if your plans become plots and schemes, you place yourself in the vulnerable position of being caught. Then the paranoia starts all over again. There is often some form of intrigue in the life of a 7 because 7 is the number of secrets, conspiracy, scandal, and behind-the-scenes activities. You are not meant to live on the edge, or be involved in fast, loud, chaotic activities or underhandedness. Your true potential cannot be realized in environments driven by envy, aggression or manipulation. You need to think without interruption, to admire quality and artistry, and to soak up beauty and tranquility. You need calm and quiet, and you need inner peace, so that your remarkable intuition can be developed. Your intuition enables you to sense and feel your way through life. When you learn to rely on the combined voice of your thoughts and feelings, positive results will follow. While others sit perplexed by a problem, you can produce the right answer, instinctively, in one intuitive flash. And once you have the solution, your intuition will take you inward and backward to show you how you arrived at it. Yours is the probing mind of the analyst and scientist who will not rest until a question is answered in full. If someone tells you to do something without explaining the purpose, you will probably rebel. You must know why. You can be afraid of your own thought process and the depths to which your mind is capable of going. This means that you are afraid of your spirituality. Spirit is your consciousness, not to be mistaken for the physical brain. It is your masculine energy. Your light. You can become a master of spirituality if you learn how to incorporate your feminine energy, your will, your emotions, into your personal equation. 7 represents science. It is the number of knowledge and intelligence. And you must learn to accept your emotions as part of yourself that is as sacred as any other. You must address your unaddressed feelings. It has been the denial of emotion which has always kept spiritual reality out of the realms of science. True scientists are secretly trying to find God, the origin of life, but fear of what they may find, and financial incentives to keep the truth from emerging, has deterred the most brilliant minds from bringing much needed knowledge to humanity. Do not be afraid to be afraid. Feel your fears. Then you will be able to separate those things which really do need extra caution from those which do not. Without this understanding, you can live an entire lifetime in a state of worry, concern, guilt, or paranoia. You may think you are not a scientist or you may think you are not a spiritual individual, but you cannot deny that you love to delve into that mind of yours to discover more truth about life. 7s cannot be happy without regular enlightenment. But, oh, how you hate and fear the ordinary and mundane. You can be a cruel critic, hurting other people's feelings and even losing love and friendship with that sharp tongue of yours. Or perhaps you are one of those 7s who does not confront others directly but waits until they are out of earshot before you tear them to shreds. Acknowledge that you are indeed critical of those who do not meet your high standards and tastes. While it is your nature to seek perfection in life, remember that few others will ever meet your high expectations, even if they want to. Recognition of this tendency will help you to curb your inadvertent snobbery with a warm presence that exudes friendliness, confidence, intelligence, and compassion. You are at your most attractive when you express yourself with a little humility. Do not be surprised if some individuals try to follow your example and seek to become more like you. It may amuse or annoy you to see others copying your lifestyle, your look, your expression, or anything else of yours they admire. Remember that imitation is often the highest form of flattery. Of course, you can be sure that they will never pull it off with the same measure of perfection as you. When they can no longer keep up the pretense, they will probably turn the tables and criticize you for being pretentious. But, of course, it is not you who is trying to keep up with the Joneses. Why would you? You are Jones. Careless use of words can create havoc. You are extremely intelligent, and to be labeled a know-it-all, or an ignoramus, would be a devastating affront to your dignity. Most sevens enjoy intelligent discussion and cannot bring themselves to partake of unsophisticated exchanges. Of course, this can leave you conspicuously silent at times. Sevens become introverted, shy, insecure, or boorishly loud and aggressive when they are unsure of themselves. Whenever there is heavy or unproductive argument, most sevens leave it to others to do the shouting and convincing. They sit quietly, look dignified, and appear to be listening. But what they're really doing is escaping and venturing inward to the tranquility of their own mind. Or they will get up and leave the scene entirely. There is always the element of the loner in a seven. But when sevens really know their stuff and share their wisdom instead of arguing their point, debates are won, and respect is gained. You are seeking wisdom, but what is the point of amassing knowledge if it is not shared with others? When you realize how blessed you are, when you learn something profound from each experience, when you find the courage to share your knowledge and dreams with others, and when you realize that it's okay to want to be alone, and that aloneness does not require you to be lonely, your impressive contribution to life will be recognized and you will be sought out for your special knowledge, and rewarded accordingly. There will always be the mundane and the mediocre, the crude and the rough, the ignorant and the evil, but as long as you accept these aspects as part of life's reality, without compromising your own position, the seven life path can take you wherever you want to go. And that concludes our video on life path number 6. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more.